everybody! Have you heard about the Drunken Peasants Patreon? It helps support the show while getting you some cool perks. Check it out! For $1 per month, you get to use our exclusive fan chat that appears at the bottom of the screen on every episode. For $5 per month, you get 2 new private shows, including Actual Mania, as well as our back catalog of private shows, plus all lower tier perks. For $10 per month, you get all of our monthly video content. This includes multiple post shows, our monthly reviews, our back catalog of all that content, plus all lower tier perks. For $15 per month, your name will appear in the ending credits of each DP episode, plus all lower tier perks. For $25 per month, you get to take part in our monthly booking committee hangout to help us book our Patreon content for that month, plus all lower tier perks. For $33 per month, you get an exclusive piece of DP merch each month, plus all lower tier perks. For $50 per month, you appear in the opening credits for each DP episode, plus all lower tier perks. For $100 per month, you get to join us as a guest on an episode of the Drunken Peasants podcast. Plus, you guessed it, all lower tier perks. Visit patreon.com/DP now to become a patron of the Drunken Peasants podcast.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh!
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Better not go live, boy. I'll go live when I want. Get blocked, troll. I'll go live when I please.
Get blocked, troll.
Get blocked, troll. And not just a regular troll, a troll with an E at the end. The worst kind. Worse.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Look at all those lower tier jerks trying to troll us.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Please like the stream, everyone. Liking the stream helps out a lot. And we're going to get into some new developments in the Cobraverse. Looks like whatever her name, Jessica, Naked and Laughing. Naked and Laughing, she got the cops called on her. So now the cops are coming to her place.
Damn.
And they came for like a wellness check. And it's not a good idea. Obviously.
Just one time I want the cops to show up to Cobra's house and it turns out they're strippers. Just one time.
I don't know about that. I don't know if that's going to happen. But it wasn't at his house this time. It was at her house. And she filmed it and put it out there. So there's footage of that. Tonight, we're going to do the Regal Tussle, probably one of the better Actual Mania shows out there. You don't want to miss it. I have it linked down in the description. You can there's a link you can click on to take you directly to our Patreon page. It's one of our monthly Patreon shows. We do it to keep things running here, so we would really appreciate your support if you would go there and click on that. And sign up in about an hour. We're going to go there and do the show. So if you're out there, you got $5 to spare, you want to watch a crazy show, please go there and check it out. We'll talk about it a little bit more later on. But first, I guess we have to check out all this Cobra stuff. So let's check it out.
Stream the special episode.
Somewhere in the world,
sweet boys. Thank you. It was Garcia.
To understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way.
Josh can cut a rug, or should I say a cushion. Stand up.
stupid hat! Get out of my way, you stupid hat!
Amazing.
Stand up.
Beta, baby.
All right. Here we go. Shout out to Boglum Chronicles.
It's your boy King Cobra back at with another video. My trolls are gonna try as hard as they can to scare off Jessica, and if it doesn't work, they're gonna be even more pissed about it. And it's like, well, what are you doing with your life? Every goddamn asshole on the internet going, oh, this chick's crazy about Josh. Yeah. Y'all need to leave Jessica the fuck alone. I'm so fucking tired of it. I haven't even got a chance to date Jessica yet or take her out to a nice restaurant without... And the trolls
What is a
can't
nice
handle
restaurant? What restaurant do you think Cobes is taking her to?
There is a nice restaurant that he named. It's not a chain. It's like it's fine dining in Casper. You know, like every city has at least one place, you know.
Do we know what it is?
I can't remember what he said it was called, but it was when he was like, oh yeah, if I had, you know, he was just like daydreaming about like finding a girlfriend and where he would take her and that kind of shit. And I remember it, you know, of the like probably over 100 hours of Cobra content I've watched in my life.
We're gonna have to go double dating. Me and you will go on a date with a Cobra and Naked and Afraid. And go
It's
there.
not Naked and Afraid. It's Naked and Laughing. Naked and Afraid was like a weird reality show where people would like meet each other in the woods naked.
Yeah, well, we can do that afterwards.
Okay.
Did your camera disappear?
Oh shit! Did it? Oh damn!
I don't.
I didn't realize it was
Ben mode.
I died. No. Here I am.
Oh, thank you. I was worried. I was getting anxious. Did Cobra die?
Wow, if you're gonna troll somebody, point on originality, right? Fuck off. I tuned into Jessica's stream earlier, and she was like, "You're not gonna believe what they did to me last night." And I'm like, "Do I even want to know?" They called the cops and the EMTs on her to do a fucking bullshit wellness check.
How much of your personal information is on your YouTube account?
Yeah, so these cops are going to try to, like, reason with her, like, hey, if you weren't on the internet, this wouldn't happen. And, that doesn't
So,
normally
just a couple suggestions, maybe.
work.
You know, obviously, the more followers, the better turnout for you. I don't know.
I honestly don't even.
Or anything like
no,
that.
actually, no. I'm not even monetized on there, and I have not made one freaking single dime off of that website since 2017.
So I think with that being said, and you're not making any money,
but I'm not going to get off because it's my outlet.
That's not what I'm
I know. I'm just saying.
Maybe change the outlet, right?
What's up with these cops? Like, when do they become social media directors?
Good point. I'm really not sure.
What we really need is social media training within the police force.
Yeah, he's like, maybe you should post more TikToks or something. Have you tried Instagram?
There's no way.
And maybe that's just me being
they know
because I don't know.
They know my Twitch. They know my YouTube. They know my Facebook. They know fucking obviously my address.
I think if we look at this, you know, outside of the negative that we're at right now.
By the way, she doesn't. I get the sense that this doesn't bother her. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, she's filming it. She's blasting out that it happened. She's drawing more attention to it. I mean, I don't know her personally, so there could be aspects of her personality that I don't understand, but most people wouldn't want to draw attention to this because it encourages more of it to happen.
But there is something about the attention-seeking element of people online.
Right.
This is content. She knows that.
Yes. She's self-aware is what I'm trying to say. Like I don't think she knows. That's what I'll say.
With it,
Like, can you put me on a list and I give you my phone number? My phone number.
This is more of an annoyance type deal, and I understand your concerns. There's really nothing criminal here. I mean, obviously,
It is criminal, though, at the heart of hearts.
I mean, it
of all
is
things.
like
At the
calling
heart
in
of
like a
hearts.
false report, I believe is illegal, but I don't know. Who knows?
Well, this is a wellness check, right? So someone could call in a wellness check, and unless they said on the wellness check something false, they could have said, like, they feel like she's not doing well and she needs help, and they could say they feel like she's acting suicidal or something. And it's not exactly.
How many times can you do that though? Like indefinitely? Can I like have the cops go to anybody's house by doing that? And it's never like, they're just. It's not legit at this point.
I don't know. At some point, the cops will probably not go out and check on them anymore, right? They'll have to file a report, and when they go to look at the person's house, they'll see they've gone out there a few times. If they keep going to other people, I think if the same person's calling in from the same number, same address, same name, they might. Be like, look,
they
stop
always
calling.
spoof where they call.
Exactly.
From.
Yeah.
They've also revenge peed me. These people on
They
fucking
revenge
Reddit.
peed?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Revenge
That-
peed. What is
What?
revenge?
What?
Oh, she didn't want to say prawn.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say last time I revenge
They
peed
peed on
somebody,
her?
They peed back. Yeah.
is against the fucking law. That is a goddamn fucking
I
crime.
don't know anything about. I know of Reddit. I don't know anything.
Yeah,
about
but
the
revenge
entire-
pee, you know what that is? That is definitely a crime.
Revenge pee.
The cops are probably thinking so. Like she thinks she got peed
That's what they
on.
do to me, and they also send her
For
unpaid for
revenge.
pizzas with like bullshit toppings. And I'm like, God damn it, dude! Could you leave Jessica the
These
fuck up?
waterheads can defeat trolls by not streaming every waking detail about themselves. Their content isn't even interesting. People just watch due to morbid curiosity and lulz. P.S.
Well,
Disgusting foot.
Yeah.
Isn't morbid curiosity interesting? Like you might not be interesting to you, but a curiosity is an interesting thing.
Alone. Y'all can't handle the fact that Cobra has a girl that's crazy about him, and you can't find that in your life. And that's why you're doing this crap to Jessica. It's pathetic. What the fuck are you doing with your life? I don't know what else to say to Jessica other than I'm sorry that my trolls are fucking assholes. And Jessica's like, well, you don't gotta be sorry, Josh. To quote her stream, she's like, it's not your fault your trolls are assholes. And I'm like, well, she said it. So, like, Jessica's getting some cool points for that, for sure. And this is mainly why I don't date, because it's not fair to the women who look past my Asperger's, my nasty teeth, and my YouTube trolls. Only thing more disgusting than my teeth are my YouTube trolls. And there's not a damn thing I can do about it, because my YouTube trolls love to harass women I talk to. I talk about any woman on my channel, that poor woman gets harassed.
A poor
I try to
woman.
date any woman, and that poor woman gets harassed.
I wonder how many women are afraid to talk to King Cobra because of the harassment. There's probably tens of women that want to be with King Cobra, but are afraid to speak up due to the harassment.
And I'm fucking sick of it, YouTube. They can't get laid, so they take it out on Cobra. It's like, dude, my YouTube trolls are probably struggling on the dating scene too. Instead of being like, hey, you know what? I actually relate to Cobra here. Nope, everything that's wrong with our life, we can't control, so we're just going to take it out on Cobra. And I'm like, oh my God. Y'all need to leave Jessica the fuck alone. I'm getting tired of this shit. She wasn't doing nothing wrong on her live stream when it happened either. All she was doing was listening to Ozzy Osbourne.
And nothing wrong with that. Did you see Joe Biden and Elton John this week?
No.
Oh my God, Joe Biden said this weird slip up where he's like, if you want to blame anybody, this is the guy. This is the reason we spent $6 billion on AIDS this month. It's like it was so weird.
They're doing a cooking stream. And then the EMTs and the cops are showing up thinking there's an actual emergency when it's not. It's just my fucking asshole YouTube trolls doing this dumb shit. And you know what fucking kills me about my fucking YouTube trolls? They want to call me a fucking waste of taxpayers' money because I get SSDI for my Asperger's. But y'all sit there and call the cops and the EMTs on me and Jessica for bullshit, fucking fake wellness checks. So you literally waste taxpayers' money while calling me a fucking welfare mooch.
That is a good point.
Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
King Cobra has some very, very like good points at times. He does have moments. Yeah, at moments he is brilliant.
I wouldn't go that far.
I could have a regular job here in town, but my YouTube trolls love to harass me at the jobs that I get here in town. So if I get a job at, say, Burger King, for example, they find out which store I'm working at, and they fucking harass and call that store until I get fired. And then turn around and tell me, well, you need to get a job, Cobra. And Jessica's getting sick of it too, man. She's like, what the fuck did I do? And I'm like, not a damn thing. I say 1 second because I'm grabbing me a glass of my homemade mead.
No.
Can you say apple silk?
It looked so bad.
The YouTube trolls cannot handle the fact that
did we see him make the apple silk? Like, do we? I want to know why it's silk.
I didn't see him make
silk.
He didn't make a video making it because his phone is broken, so he can't go into his kitchen and film the videos that he was filming making the mead.
That is crazy about me. It drives them mad. They're like, it's not fair. How come Cobra gets all the chicks and we don't? I'm like, well, because your obsession with Cobra rules your sad fucking life, and quite frankly, my trolls are more obsessed with trolling me than I am with hating sickos. Oh, I'm crazy about Josh. I want to date him and be his wife and this and that, you know. The trolls have been relentless. They go on Jessica's fucking YouTube stream and impersonate my account and say a bunch of dumb shit. So then when that gets blocked, you think, what am I doing with my life? My obsession with Cobra is really unhealthy. Nope, they just keep doing it. Spamming,
People keep saying Silk is an almond milk brand, a soy milk brand.
Is that what he put in it?
But is that what he put in his mead? That's what I'm asking. I'm asking if that's what's in his mead. If it's apple and soy milk, I don't know. That sounds troublesome to me.
You know, the channel with dumb shit. I want to tell
Boglin Reacts says it's apple juice, caramel candies, honey, sugar, cinnamon, and apples. That doesn't sound like the worst. Doesn't sound like the worst.
Why does he put candy in it?
You need to leave Jessica the fuck alone. What you're doing is fucked up. I'm like, you know what? If Jessica's crazy about me, let's see where it goes. And fuck what anybody has to say about it. She's old enough. And she's female.
Oh, he goes through the list here. He checks off all the boxes.
King.
She's cisgendered. She's alive. Non-related. She's human. She meets all
He's been saying.
Human.
He's been saying the whole time is all he wanted. All he needed. He wasn't asking for much. She checks these boxes.
As far as what I'm looking for. Alive. Cisgendered, non-related, human, female, of age, adult female.
Female of age, adult female.
There you go.
So it's like, you know, you can't stand it. Like, oh, wow, okay, this chick likes to drink like Josh does. These two could be cute together. But no, you can't handle that. You can't handle the fact that all these chicks want Cobra. a lot of women are crazy about me, but they're not as vocal about it on YouTube because
they're afraid of the trolls.
They don't want to get harassed by my idiot YouTube trolls. Fuck
exactly. We have proof. We have 100% proof. If you like King Cobra, they're going to send the cops to your house. Women are afraid to go after him.
And now they see that Jessica wants me, and they're like, "Oh well, we can't have that." Oh. And as soon as Jessica says she has mental problems and she overthinks shit, I'm like, you shouldn't have said that, because now the trolls are going to fucking use that to fuck with you. And it's like, well, your troll said this and this. And I'm like, I told Jessica, I says, fuck my YouTube trolls. Babe, if you didn't hear it from my mouth, then it's probably not true.
Do you think Magicus is a boglum?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Magicus is a lot like King Cobra.
He is
Lord Magicus, King Cobra. So the King Lord. That's in there. They both have titles. They both are wand-carrying individuals. They both love Wendy's. There's a lot of boglum-like qualities in Lord Magicus, at least that I see also in King Cobra. Magicus says he is a little bit boglum. He's an involved boglum. And that I'm also making him concerned.
Hear from the horse's mouth. Well, I'm a horse down here, but that's beside the point. I'm like, if you didn't hear from the Cobra's mouth.
Honestly, if you put Magicus next to King Cobra, they almost look like two different colors of crayons. Like they would come in the same box. Like Cobra is the black crayon and Magicus is the red one.
Probably not true. I don't sit there and go, oh, okay, which water park?
Magicus is the rival Boglum King.
Look my trolls staying at. So, and that's just it. My YouTube trolls don't have a family to take them to a water park on Thanksgiving and go swimming and slide down slides because they're miserable. All you did was admit that you think I'm cute, and that's all it took. I think Jessica's
That's not all she did.
Cute. I'd like
That's
to
not
see
all
where
she
this
said.
goes. This could be a really awesome relationship. Yeah, I think it might be long distance at first, but you know. That being said, I like to make fun of my dry spell. I refuse to hate women for it, and I refuse to blame dating for it, even though dating is partly why it's like that. Who? And that's good wine.
Someone in the chat said water park in November sounds smart. I mean, there's indoor water parks and there's multiple areas in the U.S. that are warm in November. I don't think he was going to an outdoor Wyoming water park in November.
And they heat those pools.
Right, but a lot of them are indoors. Like there's a lot of indoor water parks out there that are open all year, even though they're in a colder area.
Even outdoor, if the pool's heated, it can be nice.
Or should I say mead?
Mead?
Homemade hooch?
It's not mead.
My YouTube trolls are calling the cops and the EMTs on Jessica.
Raw time.
And they're wasting their time for bullshit. When they get out there, they realize, oh, there's no emergency.
Yeah, hot springs. Hot springs are great even in the winter. Oh my God, hot springs are fantastic.
I'm cooking, and she's crazy about Josh, and that pisses off my YouTube trolls. Oh, well, when that didn't work, it's like, I know what they do next. They send her a bunch of pizzas that are unpaid for, with bullshit toppings, like no cheese and a bunch of sauce, you know, kind of thing.
It's an indoor water park. I just looked it up because everything's on the Reddit. I just looked it up, and it is an indoor water park.
And it's just like, eventually people are going to get sick. All of this just to fuck with me, dude. It's disgusting.
I guess it's a Saunders family tradition to go to this water park around Thanksgiving. Seriously.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Impersonate my YouTube account on Jessica's live stream and try to fucking derail my YouTube fame with nasty fucking lies and bullshit. And it didn't work.
I believe it's in South Dakota.
Because I saw it and I flagged it and I fucking deleted it.
Do they just drive there as a family?
And that's got me thinking, you know, a lot of my YouTube trolls
Yeah, I just found it. It's an indoor water park resort in South Dakota. In Sandusky near Cedar Point, there's a whole bunch of like resorts that have indoor water parks in them too that people stay at during the winter time. So it's it's a pretty common thing.
In life are dealing with some sort of issue. One of my trolls has a daughter with Turner syndrome, which I think is hilarious.
Okay, this is kind of fucked up because he's like saying he's glad the daughter of one of his trolls has some kind of illness.
Huh.
Yeah.
And she gets bullied for it. And, which I don't think is hilarious. You know? And I'm like, okay, so your daughter has Turner syndrome or whatever, and she gets bullied for it. That's fucked up. So bullying someone else is going to make your daughter's syndrome go away? Piss off, dude. You know, when my YouTube trolls have kids of their own, and their kids come out more autistic than I do, and then their kids get bullied in school for having it, and nobody gives a shit, and they gotta watch their kid come home from school every day crying their fucking eyes out, I'm like, karma's a bitch. That's one thing I don't miss about having a cell phone where it's like, oh, you better not go live, Cobra. And you only saying that crap, hoping I'll go live. So when I do go live, you can send me stupid shit through DoorDash and fucking call the cops on me for streaming and all kinds of dumb shit.
He's calling all the shots. He's saying exactly what they do. It doesn't deter him. He still falls for it, but he's saying it all.
Shit. And it's like, now they're doing the same crap to Jessica, and I'm fucking just so sick of it, dude. Oh, Jessica really likes Josh. I can't stand it. I'm like, right off the bat, me and Jessica have a lot in common, so that's what's drawing me to her more than anything. You know?
Alcoholism and mental illness is a lot they have in common.
I could give a shit if she's almost 40, dude.
They also think King Cobra is hot, and that's another thing to have in common.
Even more.
So hot, she wants to raise $4,000 to visit him.
Music biz tried to stop the relationship from happening. And I thought he was on my fucking side. And then he starts trolling me. I'm like, what the fuck did I do to him, dude? If I were to quit making videos for a couple of weeks, people would fucking lose their goddamn shit. They'd be like, where's Cobra? Cobra's a decent dude.
I love
hates
that.
Sickos. I'm like, I'm not the same person I was in my parents' basement, dude. I've matured into a young adult. Oh my God. God forbid, an of-age female, right, is crazy about Josh.
He has changed a lot. Some things from when he was younger, I think he had more more positivity in him when he was younger. He wasn't aware of how the world would hurt him. Now it's like you could tell he's hurt by these trolls, and it resonates with him. But he has also got other growth in other areas.
Yeah, he's definitely different than he used to be. To what degree, I'm not completely sure, but he's definitely different. Oh, here's a video our friend Jared made. You know, he's blowing up. He's growing, bud.
How good? Just that broke 1,000? Has anything else happened?
I don't know. Maybe it's gone up. I don't know. It's just funny. But
Maxi Poo says, how can we get this Jessica arc to end? Troll harder. She's already programmed into a skull. Why do you want it to end? The only end is they get together, they have a family, and the family goes on to be internet royalty.
So
we need a goth baby too with King Cobra and not another laugher.
Jared made this video about Lavar Burton, apparently. Lavar Burton is the ultimate simp.
What?
Is the title of the video.
Oh, God.
All right, guys. I had to put on the punk rock jacket for this, man, because shit is about to go down, son. All I can say... Yo, bro. on some real shit, all I can say is this, dude. Take a look. It's in a book, motherfucker. Reading Rainbow. Oh, dab. Insert dab here. I would put one in, but I'm too lazy to edit. Maybe like a fireball or some shit. Just pretend. Poof. There you go. So guys, I had to talk about this shit, and I'm sorry that I probably won't do a playthrough today. At least you got Kung Fu. That was pretty funny.
He doesn't do playthroughs. He plays for like 15 minutes and does really bad and then quits.
But I wore myself.
It's not
out
really a
on Mythic.
playthrough. It's like a play attempt.
Yeah.
So we'll try to get the hour fucking Metal Gear stream tomorrow. At least I'll try anyway. But forgive me if it's just 30 minutes. Okay, guys. I don't have the same energy that I used to when it comes to that kind of shit. But point at hand, I want to talk about LeVar Burton and his fucking... Oh my god.
Venom says, I bet he hasn't washed that jacket in years, and it still looks cleaner than his shirts.
Is that from
But
lunch?
I'm
I don't
sure
really
it
know.
reeks.
But,
it probably does.
Holy crap.
It's
guy,
his old
dude,
school
he did an
Punky J
ancestry
outfit.
test.
You know, he used to wear that in the old Punky J videos.
This is really like a perfect SNL skit. It turns out that
I wonder
his
what pile of garbage he peeled back to find that under.
It's funny that he still has it, but you know what though? In a way, it's not. I think he hoards a lot. That's why he has those big like Tupperware containers stacked up in the
he used
corner.
to have boxes, containers, all types of shit.
Skateboards with no trucks or wheels or anything, and like
drum sets that are probably not matching, pig piled in the back, not set up to play.
He did put together his drum set, but he doesn't play it. And I noticed he covered his drum set in stickers, just like his walls. Like if you look, there's like little things all over it. It looked like it was just a white drum set, and he just stuck a bunch of shit to it. I mean, do with it as you please.
My father or some shit was a Confederate slave owner. I mean, you can't make this shit up. A black man did an ancestry test, and it turns out that he was related to a slave owner.
That's very believable. That's very believable. People used to essay their slaves back in the day because they were property.
How could you not believe that?
Yeah, what? That's very common. Very, very common. I mean, there are people that realized they were like, related to Thomas Jefferson, and George Washington. That are black people.
Your grandfather was a slave owner. Well, yeah, your great-great-great-grandfather was a slave owner because your great-great-great-grandmother was a victim.
Right.
Would have been the perfect Dave Chappelle skit, man. I wish he still had that show. God, that was so great. If you guys remember the black member of the Ku Klux Klan, that was his best work ever, dude. Nobody
Does
told
Jared
him that
have
he
some
was black.
information we don't? Was his great-great-great-great-grandfather a black slave owner? Is that what he's trying to say?
I mean, it really takes a genius mind like his to make something like that.
I hate how he
I
slurps.
freaking love Dave Chappelle. And I'm pretty sure Dave would laugh at this guy's fucking tits, man, for this. Because he got triggered by it, bro. He got triggered by the fact, and I'm not just saying this because he was a slave owner. No. He made it very clear. He was triggered simply because he was white. Because he told the guy he was talking to, bro, and this really fucking bothered me. He's like, if you would have told me he was white, I'd fight you. Kind of threat is that, LeVar? You're like a $1.20 soaking wet. That doesn't scare nobody, bro. And you're elderly, dude. Like, don't even try to be a little tough guy like that.
Okay.
Go read a book, Mr. Reading Rainbow. Like, get the fuck out of here, pussy. This guy, I hate this guy, bro.
Well, why does he hate him so much? I don't get it. Go read a book.
So he said the quote, if you would have told him he was white, I would have hit you. So he's confirming that the great-great-great-great-grandfather was white, and he probably 100% assaulted his great-great-great-great-grandmother. And Jared's over here thinking, yeah, man, your family owns slaves too. It's like that's not the. It's the wrong side of the coin here, Jared.
I hate
you
the
called
fact that
heads or tails, and you're celebrating because it landed on shot in the head.
I'm like reading Rainbow now. This fucking guy, bro. You know, you want to talk about racism, look at that shit. I mean, the hypocrisy is so real with these leftoids, bro. And I honestly just feel sorry for them because it must be a hard life being that triggered all the time. You know what I mean? That must be a difficult life for these lefty lunatics. Just constant triggering.
When Jared's not online, what do you think he does all day?
I think he stares at his wall and wonders if it's a fleck of shit or a booger.
Yeah, because
on his wall, he's like, is that a booger on my wall or is that a shit smear? What is that?
He doesn't have a phone, so his only time he's online is sitting at this desk.
He probably looks down at his shirt and plays the game. Is that poop or is that chocolate? Then he goes in for the taste test. He's like, oh, that's not chocolate.
I mean, I was on Twitter for a little bit and it was just a mess, dude. Like that shit, I'm so glad I got kicked off for telling a girl that she needed some birthday spankings. Like, really, thank you, Twitter.
I like how he gets banned from a thing and he's like, oh, thanks, you did me a favor. It's like, you liked being on Twitter. You spent all day on Twitter just like flirting with random e-girls. That's all he did.
What's worse, getting triggered by everything online or coping? Using cope for everything online because nobody wants you around and you have to cope instead of getting triggered.
Did myself
it's like he's over here. They got triggered. How often does he have to cope? Just dealing with being himself and nobody welcoming or enjoying what he adds to anything. It's always like, dude, gross. Ooh, stop. How many times have we seen random girls respond to him like, ooh, gross. Ooh, stop. Yuck. Over and over and over again. And he's like, you're triggered. Yeah, because you're over here harassing people time and again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, like, every now and then he'd get like a neutral response, but it's like OnlyFans girls that just want simps to pay them money for their OnlyFans and shit.
I wasn't actually keeping score. I was just saying it's time again.
Oh yeah, it was mostly what you said. It was mostly what you said.
And then when they shit on him and say this is gross, stop, he goes into cope mode. Like, oh, she was just triggered. She's just triggered. Like, no, dude, you're fucking gross and you're acting gross.
He also does the "you're ugly anyway" thing too. It's like, what? Obviously you don't think they're ugly.
I've never been turned down by a woman, so I don't know if I'm the type of guy to call her ugly after being turned down. But I'd like to think I'm not.
Service, and I recently left Facebook because my trolls were harassing my old friends. So
that's not what happened. What happened was someone realized that Jared was following the like teenage daughter of someone that Jared went to high school with, and let him know that Jared was following her. Because someone sent me all these leaked DMs and everything of like them telling this girl's dad that knew Jared in like school. I mean, I didn't personally verify their authenticity, but it seemed real enough, you know.
Yuck.
I don't know how I could verify something like that, but
I think what we have to do is follow the underage girl first.
It also has helped my mental health.
Pipe Smoking Lemur says that's why being a prostitute is so bad, because when guys like this find enough money somehow, this is what you get nude for and let touch you.
So, you know,
some girls turn this down, okay? Some girls will turn a guy down in the business. Not every girl is going to deal with this, but yeah, sucks. Capitalism.
Trolls are good for some things. And I don't know, dude. It's like, I'm just glad that I have YouTube at least, because
oh my god, no, next time you get banned you'll be like, thanks YouTube, you did me a favor.
Site now that I can really somewhat tolerate, and that's really saying something because it's YouTube. But holy shit, man. I mean, Lavar Burton. of all people, is a racist. Like, what the fuck happened? What's wrong in the universe where, you know what I mean? And this just, I hate to talk about this guy because he's dead now, but it brings me back to the Green Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Of course.
You guys know my story. I met this guy, rest in peace, Jason David Frank. It's a shame that he's gone, but he was a terribly, terribly, terribly giant douchebag when I met him. And, you know, I get it. People have their bad
the energy you deserved.
Days, but it's like, you got to remember, dude, you're a role model for children. Your actions can deeply affect other people's, mindsets because they emulate you. Even though you're old and pretty irrelevant, you know, people still look up to you, Lavar, Mr. fucking Star Trek. What a dork.
What a dork. Yeah, that was like a solid acting job for like a decade. Several movies and like 7 or 8 seasons of the show. I don't think that makes him a dork.
Wasn't even like he was the Mr. Star Trek either. He was part of an ensemble.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he's over here dorking around. It's like he was there with Patrick Stewart. He was there with tons of great actors and actresses.
At the time.
He was part of a group.
At the time, him and Will Wheaton were very well-known actors in the States. Like Patrick Stewart, not so much in the States at the time, but yeah, like...
You know who was the ace for that show that I think people often forget, but was like the who had star power?
Who?
Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, she didn't come around until like the 3rd or 4th season. The show was like already established at that point. But yeah, she was huge. She was like an Oscar winner.
Fucking stupid.
You know, so
with his stupid fucking hairband little, you know, glasses that they gave him. I'm sorry, but I just don't like that show. Period. I think it's kind of trashy.
Okay.
That's just one man's opinion. I think shit like that is super overrated.
I think right now, and it might change.
I joined the stream in time to see this dipshit looking even dumber than usual. The fuck is with that hat? At least his virus patch is accurate.
This is his old attire from his old YouTube persona, Punky J.
Yeah. No, like being a Star Trek actor, it like, they had several seasons of the show, all the movies, and now basically for the rest of their lives, they can do the convention circuit and make ridiculous money just to like take pictures and sign autographs. It's pretty crazy.
Right now, I'm writing one of the last songs from my album, and it is essentially, Bud. It is essentially a Star Trek song.
Oh, is it?
Essentially.
You know, Emerald City Comic-Con, they've got Chris Evans and Elijah Wood coming. It's interesting.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Wonder if they're going to do any Magic the Gathering stuff there, because Elijah Wood was doing a lot of Magic the Gathering performances due to his playing of Frodo, and they did the big Lord of the Rings
Christina Ricci too. Christina Ricci.
Oh shit! I wonder if she's gonna hook up with Owen Benjamin, her ex-husband, who lives in the Northwest.
Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, he was doing the circuit with the Back to the Future guys last Comic-Con circuit.
They were going to do it here, but that was the year it got canceled because of COVID.
Yeah,
they were all going to be there. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed with the guest list at first, but they've added a bunch of new people. They add people last minute. It's
they when is it?
It's it starts on February 29th until March 3rd. On the leap day.
Yeah, we have a leap day this year. That's weird.
Stupid fucking.
What are you going to do with your extra day, Ben?
I have passes to Emerald City Comic-Con.
Shit.
Trendy bullshit.
It's a whole extra day this year.
And it's funny, you know, if you think about it, like 100 years from now, no one's going to know what the fuck a Star Wars is. You know what I mean?
100 years from now? No, they'll probably know. I don't know how these trends start with stuff like this, but
I guess it's because of people like Lavar. You know, movie stars, they have more power than you might think. Not just movie stars, but people in the entertainment industry. And it's because of them, bro, that stupid shit like Star Wars is popular. And again, I apologize if you like that series. I just find it all terribly, terribly.
Is he getting Star Wars and Star Trek confused? Because earlier he was talking about Star Trek and how much he hates it, and now suddenly we're talking about Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's confusing it or if he is just bouncing between the two.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was confusing it because he's an idiot.
It's definitely a stupid thing to go from Star Trek talk and then talk about Star Wars.
Yeah. There's obvious similarities, but there's probably more differences than similarities.
Overrated. And you know,
similar name.
You know, it's just like, what the fuck, bro? It's stupid. That's just how I feel, man. I really don't think they're great movies. None of them. But you know, it's entertaining. It's all bread and circus. You guys need to understand that.
Well, there's none of the movies are good, but they're entertaining. Is that what he just said?
None of them are good, but they're entertaining.
But they're entertaining.
That movies are just ways to distract and brainwash you. That's all it's ever been. That's why the television was created. If you look up what's the definition of tele, I forgot, but it has to do with something based and fucking red-pilled.
See, this is where you turn off the camera and you do another take and just have a jump cut in the video.
There's no editing in Jared's life.
None.
Turns the camera on, he's got a booger hang out of his nose. He pulls it out, he eats it, and says, "Oh, I should have checked my nose before I went live."
Every time.
Guys, you have to forgive me, but no, but seriously, it's just a screen.
That's
to
some
distract
mundane
you.
Matt
That's
level
all
double
it fucking
talk.
is, man. To distract you from what's really.
Oh God.
I definitely thought of mundane Matt when he said that.
Really important in life, and people like Lavar Burton. I'm sorry, guys. I'm tired. I'm tripping over my words.
He's tired, guys.
He's always tired. He uses that excuse every video. I'm tired,
Sorry, guys.
So tired. What? Why is he tired? I think I know why. I think Jared just stays up until he can't physically stay awake anymore. And then he falls asleep and then sleeps probably until like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. the next day, and then does it all over again.
He also could be tired from a lethargic diet and starvation of key nutrients. He could have deficiencies left and right.
I mean, he still has his teeth, so he's probably not getting scurvy.
Let me take a sip of green tea here.
We can probably rule out
Mr.
scurvy.
Badass with his herbal tea. I was just telling a guy the other day,
He likes to put blueberries in his coffee.
So glad that I live with my parents, because if I didn't, I would be the spitting image of KingCobraJFS.
Huh?
I would be a total alcoholic fucking junkie, dude.
You would? I mean, where would you live? Okay, so now
he didn't live with his parents.
Okay, so now Jared is totally changing because he was always like, "Yeah, man, I want to get my own place when I do that, and I'll be free to do whatever I want." Now he's like, "I'm glad I live with my parents, bro. I'm glad. It's actually the best because otherwise I'd be an alcoholic like King Cobra."
It does line up with saying I could do whatever I want because apparently if he lived by himself, he would be drinking and being an alcoholic. So
I mean, he could still drink.
There's probably not in his parents' house.
I mean, he could literally walk down to the corner store and smuggle in some beer if he really wanted to.
I mean, if he could afford it too. He's using this as a cop out, but
yeah,
he can afford to drink.
You know what I was saying is, people like Lavar Burton, dude, they're just, they're lost, and I would just say pray for these people. I know the entertainment industry is full of drugs. It's full of, just degeneracy as a whole, and it will swallow you whole, your soul. Hey, that was pretty Dr. Seuss like. Dr. Seuss should make a book on Hollywood. Wait, no, don't do that. That's no, never mind. That'll get you canceled real quick. Oh yeah,
better not drink in your mama's house,
who
boy.
Didn't kill himself. Hopefully the feds don't come for me after saying that shit, but guys, I'm just going to end the video saying this, okay? I know I was joking around a lot, but You gotta learn to think for yourself, okay? Your television is full of lies. Your stupid fucking iPhone.
He definitely has low T.
He probably has like thyroid issues or something. I don't know.
I wouldn't say just low T, but he definitely has low T.
Low T Bob
is the worst. You know, it's completely ruined the youth. It's completely fucked their brains up.
He's saying television ruined the youth? Like, what is this, the 50s? Television ruined the youth.
Back before television, there weren't all these commercials warning you about strangers.
Every kid these days would rather be a, you know, what was it?
Pipe smoking lemur says he's got park creeper eyes. Yeah.
Park creeper.
Rather be a star on YouTube than an astronaut. You know what I mean? That's just
Master Sin with the line of the night, I think. Guy who constantly gets catfished is going to red pill us. Christ. How many of these red pill idiots get catfished? Did you see Brittany Venti catfishing the red pills? It was like they're so stupid. They think they know everything and they can't navigate through a little bit of internet.
Wrong. And I understand the irony of me saying that after I said all that shit about Star Wars, but like, I mean, really, bro. Listen, I gotta be honest with you guys. The only reason why I'm still doing this is because I never took off as a fucking martial artist.
It's not too late, Jared. If Jared would have a fight, I'd go to that.
I would have made it, you know, if I would have that incident I had with Jason Frank, you know, if he wasn't a douchebag and if there were better
it's Jason Frank's problem.
Better people at that school, I probably would have went on to eventually become a successful martial artist. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to put all the blame on him.
You are. You're not trying to. You are.
If it wasn't for them humbling me on my first outing, maybe I would have become the best to ever do it. No, you become the best because you get humbled and you keep going. That was your test.
Most people don't need to be humbled to that degree because they come in humble because they don't know what they're doing. And Jared, we know Jared's attitude towards things and how he acts like an expert of things he knows nothing about. And
yeah, but with his attitude, if he would have went in there and got humbled and then kept going, he could have been the best.
Sure. Well, I don't know about the best.
Well, I mean, he could make that claim. But he can't make the claim that he gets humbled then quits. That's not, you couldn't have been the best. It was never in you. If it was in you, that wouldn't have made you quit.
But you know, there was another douchebag there too. You guys know the story.
Yeah, there was one douchebag in there and it was you.
All I'm saying is, dude, if I would have got that black belt, you know, I would have went on.
You didn't have any belts. You had no belt.
Probably just become a martial arts teacher. But that's not to say I would have never, you know, made videos. It's just I wouldn't have taken it nearly as seriously. And, you know.
Dark Chocolate says a person who quits after getting humbled is a coward. Again, I agree with you, and it sucks that I've never been humbled because I don't know if I'm that type of person.
That's the reason why I'm a full-time YouTuber. It's because I didn't make it as a martial
full-time YouTuber? No, you're a full-time mooch.
But really, though, man, I just put it in God's hands.
You're a full-time stay-at-home son.
Right. Stay-at-home son.
And I think that maybe there's a reason for this. You know, he knows what's best, and this is probably just where he wants me right now. Because, like I said in another video, guys, the
Buff
pin
Weeb
is
says he looks like that cab driver. You have to hold your breath while you're in the car so you can survive the ride home. Oh God! If Jared had his driver's license and was doing Uber or ride share, that would be the worst pickup. There's no way he'd have above 2 stars, right? There's no way.
The sword.
He'd probably get revoked for touching or something.
You know, information is your greatest weapon against the enemy. So arm yourself with knowledge, guys. Be safe out there. And thanks for watching. Peace.
Captain Kool-Aid's in the chat says, Billy, I'd F your A and make you humble if you wanted. Ooh, you couldn't. Like, even if I wanted it, you couldn't. My my body is resistant to such tomfoolery. It's even if I wanted it and you wanted it, my body couldn't physically consent. It would stop you without me thinking. Sorry.
So who do you think will win the Regal tussle? Out of the people you know.
I don't think any of the people I know are going to win tonight. I think it's going to be a surprise entrant.
Okay.
I have no idea is in it.
Okay. Yeah, it's very secretive. It's very secretive.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
But I could be eating my words at the end of tonight when Simple Country beats everybody. Not saying he's going to, because I think it's going to be mystery opponent.
Mystery opponent.
But I could be eating my words.
You could. You could.
There's tons of great competitors.
Yeah, I'm excited.
If I were to pick one tonight, it would be a disservice to everybody. When I picked Simple Country many years ago, last year, it was because he was starting at number 1, and it was an uphill battle. Didn't Magicus want number 1 this year?
Yes, and he got it.
Yeah, Magicus is going from coast to coast. There's a whole lot of people that have participated over the years since then, and there's a lot of promise and talent. And it really, like I said the other episode, it comes down to who actually shows up tonight doing their best. Because sometimes we get lazy submissions from people. It happens.
Sometimes
life comes at you, and you want to contribute, but you just don't have what it takes for you to do your best, and that's okay. You people at half-mast are highly entertaining, enjoyable, and I love that you do it at half-mast. But when the time is right and it hits just right, people show up at their best, and that's when they take it and they run with it. So we'll see who came tonight at their best.
Yeah, we shall see.
That's what it's going to take.
Yeah, I'm going to put you full screen. I'll be right back.
Baby, it's Big Face Billy. Ask your questions, get your answers. You know how it is. When I was a little boy, I promised my papa I would never tell a lie. I have not broken that promise since. So ask a question, get your answers. That's simple, baby. Threesome with Chloe? Who's Chloe? I don't know Chloe. Who's Chloe? Billy, have you seen the McMahon allegations? I've seen some of them. I don't know if I've seen all of them. This is my raw time. Yeah, call in. Raw time. But the McMahon allegations, supposedly he took a dump on the girl's head and then continued to have sex with her for an hour and a half. I didn't read that in the allegations directly. I read that in commentary on Twitter, and I thought to myself, how long could you be in a threesome with somebody, Chloe or otherwise, not that Chloe, you sickos, Chloe or otherwise, and do it while she had poop on her head? I don't know how long I could continue having any sort of sex with somebody after myself or anyone has pooed on their head. I don't think I could finish pooing on their head. I think I would tap out before that. That's some extra icky stuff. I don't believe I ever caught up on Attack on Titan. That's the one that just ended here, right? I watched that other anime that everybody likes. It was an accident. You had a little accident on her head. That's not an accident. Rock stars and weird actors do stuff like that. Why wouldn't he? Oh, tons of people do that. Wrestlers do stuff like that. There's a lot of people who do poo-poo stuff, and it's a weird thing. And I think it comes from having so much regular sex that you just deviate, you degenerate because you have so much normal. Normal is too normal. You know, some people don't have access to sex, and when they get in the bedroom, they just pump dump and it's over and it's miserable. And then some people have had so much of that dumb sex and they're not able to get deep in with intimacy because their partners are a revolving door because they're traveling due to musician, performance, whatever it is, city to city. and they're not able to get that intimacy. And in lieu of intimacy, the same old sex gets old, so they have to up it in some way. Now they're doing poops and all this other. Chuck Berry, oh my God! So you ever see the Chuck Berry piss tape? You know, Johnny B. Good. He's got this prostitute in a bathtub in a hotel room, and he's like peeing on her, and he's peeing on her. He goes to kiss her, and he's like, "No, I ain't kissing you, baby. You're covered in piss." So crazy. They all are jaded, is maybe the kindest way to say it. And at worst, it is just sicko shit. Danger Dude's at a Subway right now. Are you taking the train or are you eating a sandwich? Morgan says, a guy asked me to poo on him on a first date once. Yeah, but you're a woman. That happens all the time. I had a guy offer me $10K to do the duty on him. He was a traveling musician, not Elton John. People seem to think it's not Elton John. I swear. In a separate article analyzing 12 men who engaged in bestial relations, an additional analysis of an 11-man subgroup revealed that 6 had engaged in coprophilic behavior. So out of the 12 men who did animal stuff, which is gross, there was an 11-man subgroup in the 12 group that revealed that 6... What math is that? That's weird math. That's weird math. That's from Wikipedia? Wikipedia's doing weird math, dude. I don't know about all that. They need a healthier obsession compulsion like shopping. I think that kinky sex is fine if everybody is willing participant. I don't care how gross it gets. I don't care if there's bruises and scuff marks, whatever. There's some bleeding. Ben should have blown a snot rocket at that fat, ugly bitch. Shit, Victor. Shit. But, there's a certain level where it's like, just indulge in human intimacy. There's something about intimacy that trumps all of that. And I feel bad, honestly. I'm not disgusted by people in the kink community. I feel bad for them because I truly believe they're missing out on the best form of sex, and that's real connection. All the toys in the world can't compare to that unwavering connection and devotion. Beautiful thing. Sex is beautiful, guys. Just not the sex you're probably having. Most of you are probably incapable of being a sexual artiste. I have 2 things. I'm a sandwich artist and a sexual artist. Those are only 2 things I am, though. Everything else is alleged.
Whew. It's almost time. Just a matter of minutes before we go and do the Regal tussle. 23 competitors, 1 winner, and the winner will face Drake Dragsaw for the undisputed title coming up next month. And I will post a link to everyone if you want to check out the show. Sign up. It's only $5. It helps support the show. I would say now's the time to go do it.
Patrons $5 and above. Boglum Reacts will be there.
Yes. All right, we're going to go do this now. Time to do it. I'll see you all there.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.